The summer 2025 anime season has come and gone, and now it is my job to figure out which ones were the best and which ones were not so the best, I guess. I watched a total of 27 different anime ranging from movies to TV series, and it was an absolute stacked season of anime to the point where I really do think that this is probably going to be my favorite season of this year. So we are just going to go ahead and rank everything that I watched. I may have some controversial opinions, but that's always the fun of it. So here we go! All right, chat, here we go. This is the summer 2025 slate. Obviously, you know, I'm going to point out which ones are the ones that I have watched and potentially will watch at some point. But here it is. This is our tier list. But also, shout out, by the way, anytier.net. This is a new website. You guys should go on ahead and check out and make your own tier lists because I saw this on Reddit one day and I thought that was pretty cool. So make sure you guys go ahead and check this out. Of course, just a disclaimer, this is only my tier list. This is all my opinion. So if you disagree or you agree, that's perfectly fine. Just let me know in the comments down below what you watched during the summer 2025 anime slate. If you agree where some things are and some things aren't. So let me know, all right? I'm always honestly down to have a conversation with folks. Like literally, I always try to see like things from another perspective. If you think, for example, I don't know, like somehow, some way you just did not like Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity and you decided to put it here, I will heavily disagree with you, but I mean, we're having a conversation about it. And of course, we do this live on twitch.tv/azlorlar, of course, where everything is all at. So make sure you guys check out my Twitch. And of course, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button for more future videos like this. And eventually, I will have to do some more rankings of other previous seasonals. So, you know, at some point, I'm gonna have to start doing that. All right, actually first, just like the spring 2025 rank video, we are going to start off with all the anime that I will plan to watch at some point. So as you guys can see here, this little bottom tier right here is still planned to watch eventually. First things first is obviously the Chainsaw Man movie is not out yet. Put that in. Still plan to watch eventually. The new Pantheon Stalking, still need to watch the first season. Reborn as a Vending Machine season 2, still need to watch that at some point with my friends because we always do that. Clevites, apparently this was actually popping off as it was airing, so I took note of that and I will definitely have to check that out, even though I didn't really vibe with the synopsis, if I'm being honest. Here we go. See You Tomorrow at the Food Court is also going to be in the still plan to watch. Culture Exchange with a Game Center Girl. Oh, the Welcome to the Outcast Restaurant is also another anime that I will put in the still plan to watch. Bad Girl is also going to be in the still plan to watch. Oh yeah, Solo Camping for 2. Although I've heard mixed reviews on it, but I'll still probably give it a shot at some point. Other than that, though, I think that's it. Again, this was a stacked season, man. You could not go wrong. I'm most likely going to forget something else here, but I think everything's here. So let's go ahead and get started here. And it's crazy because the first anime here is an absolute banger, and you already know what it is. My Dress Up Darling Season 2. Where to put this on a tier list, I wonder. It's funny because Season 2 was so freaking good, man. First off, the fact that Cloverworks had a trifecta of anime airing not only same day with Fragrant Flower and Rascal Does Not Dream, I just thought, to me personally, I was really hoping that we were not going to have like a winter 2021 disaster again. But all three of these anime, I'll just say this right now, looked amazing. But I can tell that My Dress Up Darling Season 2, it had the most, I think, love to it. My Dress Up Darling Season 2 is gonna go to an easy A. In terms of why, you already know My Dress Up Darling, you know Marin, and all the new characters that they showed off in this season. So much fun to watch. They upped the budget for this season, man. I don't know what they did. Season 1 to 2 for this specific season, there were so many shots. It looked cinematic almost. It looked unreal. I can't believe that Cloverworks put so much love and work and respect into My Dress Up Darling Season 2, because I feel as though that, especially for a seasonal anime, this is literally what we want in terms of a seasonal anime. It doesn't even have to be My Dress Up Darling. It can be another anime. Just put so much love and respect to it. I swear to God, like if these studios actually put more love and respect into the work that they're doing for their specific anime, it's going to do better. It will, 100%. So yeah, My Dress Up Darling will be an A. It's still My Dress Up Darling, just elevated a little bit. I wish there was more progression between certain things. It's still My Dress Up Darling, and it's still just so much fun to watch. It's just so entertaining. You just can't go wrong with this one. Oh man, we're getting a great one, and now we're getting a little bit of a controversial one. Turkey time to strike. Now, if you were at all like looking, I don't know, Twitter or anything, you'll probably have been spoiled on what this anime is actually about. Because obviously when you were looking at the poster of Turkey, it's very clearly just going to be a bowling anime, cute girls doing cute things anime, right? Wrong. I'm not gonna say what, just because of spoilers, but there is a huge twist at the end of episode 1 to the point where I'm like, is this really still worth watching because of all this? And a lot of people on Reddit, at least specifically because I follow the Reddit threads, they were like, what in the hell? What is going on here? Here is my thing on Turkey. And after thinking about it, I'm actually going to give this a C. I think C is fine. I feel like if it kept doing the cute girls doing cute things here, it would probably be here, but it's a C because one, did not expect the crazy like turn of events of what this anime is actually about, and two, some of the characters were honestly frustrating. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think at least the payoff is good for this original anime, which is why I think it's gonna be like a low C, almost to a high D. Like I easily could put it here, but you know what? I feel generous today. I think I'm gonna give this a C. In terms of if I recommend it, I mean, just watch episode 1 and then figure it out yourself at that point, because I really don't want to spoil like anything. Okay, next up, ooh, yes, the second of the Cloverworks trifecta. Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus. Once again, similar to My Dress Up Darling season 2, they upped the budget for this series. They really did. I almost thought sometimes some of the shots and animation that was in this season of Rascal Does Not Dream, it looked better than the movies. I don't know, that might be a hot take, but I'm honestly just saying right now, this anime looked really good. But other than that though, the story itself, I mean, it's Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, you know, Mai Sakurajima, just one of the GOAT female MCs. And then Sakura, same thing, just one of the GOAT male characters, like easily just their dynamic is so much fun to watch. All the characters that they showed off in this season were very fun, and all the mysteries this season were, it was very mysterious. Obviously, there were definitely some that really tugged on my heartstrings. There was a middle one in there, and if you've watched the series, then you probably know what I'm talking about. The middle one specifically really tugged on my heartstrings. So if you loved Rascal Does Not Dream, and if you love the series, you love Mai, you love Sakura, this is easily just a watch. You have to put this in A. You just have to. They announced a final movie for it, so it's going to be the series finale for the entire series. Also, the best part about it, Sakura and Mai, they're college level now. You don't ever see that in an anime. A college. It's always high school. All right, next one up. Oh, next one up. I'm just saying this right now, man. This is probably the best ecchi anime since gushing over magical girls and interspecies reviewers. Nukitashi the Animation. But I will say this for this anime right here, it is balls to the wall crazy, dude. It is so crazy. It is so crazy, in fact. I actually bought the visual novels on Steam because I'm too curious about the other routes. I'm actually so serious. This might be crazy, man. But I'm gonna just say this right now, man. I enjoyed this anime so much, dude. It was obviously very explicit. Bro, I'm putting this at a B, dude. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this might be a hot take, bro. This might make me look like an absolute goon, but I swear to God, bro, this anime was balls to the wall crazy, man. It was so funny. It was not only funny with the dialogue, the characters were crazy. It's just so unhinged. It's just turn off your mind. Just watch it and accept what's happening. Just imagine so many kinks. It's just into this anime. You'll see it. This might be a crazy hot take, but this anime was actually so good, man. It was so good. Please watch it. Obviously, just, you know, make sure you lock the doors and, yeah, enjoy. Because if you want to watch an unhinged anime where everybody around you is just doing adult things, it has my seal of approval, at least. Call of the Night. Season 2. Wow, man. I liked season 1, but season 2, the storytelling, the character development, all the stuff that is uncovered between some characters, their backstories and etc. It was done so well this season, man. This is an easy A as well. Easy A. I love Nazuna. I love her antics. I love everybody. There's so many characters I love in this anime. Oh my goodness. The storytelling is specifically in this season of Call of the Night was so exceptional. It was so good. And obviously every episode ended with a cliffhanger. Didn't really like that at some points, because I obviously watch everything weekly. Season 2 of Call of the Night is just so good, man. If you've watched season 1, you have to watch season 2. OST, great. Creepy Nuts, still great. Animation, it kind of honestly looked similar. There were some better parts, I guess, but yeah, it was still Call of the Night, but the storytelling just elevated literally everything. It was amazing. It was a great season, man. Next up here is, oh boy, this is gonna be bad, I guess, but we got Tougen Anki. So I will just say this right now. This anime is going to a D. This is our first D of the summer. The only reason as to why is because I actually dropped this anime. If you guys know me, you guys would know that I just do not drop anime. I do not. I literally will try to watch it from start to finish, despite even if it is very bad. I will try to do it myself, but obviously in recent times, my tolerance for like bad shows is definitely getting to a point where if I feel like I don't really care about anything what's going on here, I'm just gonna obviously drop it. And I feel like that's how everything should be. But I dropped this anime halfway through and I just did not really enjoy it. It sucks because episode 1 was good. Not even just episode 1. I think episodes 1, 2, and 3 were like really good. And then after it got to a certain point in the story, everything just felt 1, slow, 2, it just didn't feel like I was going anywhere within the story, 3, there was like no character development almost anywhere, and 4, I just felt like I was getting cheaped out by a lot of things. I don't know, just a lot of things just didn't make sense to me. Unfortunately, I don't really miss it. If you are watching it, let me know how it is still, but unfortunately, I did drop Tougen Anki, and I don't think it's gonna be something I'm gonna return to. So we gotta go into a better show here though. The summer Hikaru died. The season has just been so good, man. It's just been so good. Summer Hikaru died is an A. Cygames Pictures really cooked here, man. They really did. The atmosphere, the horror aspects, amazing. The OST, amazing. Animation, amazing. This story actually really is like crazy, you know? I feel like it's one of those anime where you know something is wrong and it's gonna get addressed later, but it's definitely like a ticking time bomb almost. If you watch the anime, you might know what I'm talking about. I feel like this anime in particular is like so special for some reason. Like it's one of the more special ones out of the new ones that released. Not only is the dynamic between Yoshiki and Hikaru so good, it's also just so sad. You get those vibes almost every single episode that you watch. And then you kind of wonder, it's like, how much farther and how much longer can this go? And then obviously everybody else that is introduced in the story. And season 2 got announced. I'm gonna wait on reading the manga. Yeah, season 2, I'll watch it. I'm 100% gonna watch it. It's gonna be an A. Cygames really did a great job with the horror aspects of this anime. I just think for me personally, everybody has to watch it. What I will say though is, while it is not an S for me, I do think it's a bit slow. But I think how everything is and how this anime is portrayed, there's a reason why it's slow, which I hope everybody gets over, whoever watches this one. I honestly definitely thought it was slow. Like, I was like, oh, dang. All right, well, there you go. That's the end of the episode. But it's like, it's still incredible to watch. There are some subjects in here that are really bad. And what I mean by really bad, it's like really disturbing. Next up, Gachiakuta, and it's still airing, by the way. It's going into the fall season, but what I will say is at the moment it's a B. And by the way, I should probably say this really quick. There's gonna be no order. I'm just gonna be putting this into the letter, and there you go. I'm putting Gachiakuta at a B for now because it is still airing, but what I'm watching is amazing right now. It's still definitely amazing, and I feel like especially when I do my fall rankings, if it continues to go like where it's going right now, it easily will be here. Easily will go to an A. I'll just put it in B for now because it is still technically airing. Rudo as the MC, I really did not think I was gonna like Rudo so much because Gachiakuta is like edgy, it's dark. The characters they showed off, very cool. Their drip is amazing. Rudo as an MC, I'm like kind of surprised with the way he's acting. He's more mature than a lot of MCs out there, and he's just a kid. The world building, especially in this anime, honestly kind of crazy too. Like it's really cool to see like the different, you know, aspects about everything. Not trying to say anything because of spoilers, but it's, if you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about. It's by Studio Bones. The animation is always going to be great with Studio Bones. So go watch Gachiakuta. The first 12 episodes are already out. Go ahead and watch it and give it a shot because it is edgy. It is a dark fantasy type of show, but I feel like everybody should give it a shot. It's definitely one of the better ones in the genre. I'll say that much. I'm enjoying it a lot. Next up here. Ooh, here we go. Kaiju Number 8. This is a little interesting because I really liked season 1 of Kaiju. Season 2, however, not really. It's like I didn't enjoy it as much as I did season 1. For some reason, the pacing this season was really weird, man. I don't know. Sometimes I didn't feel like things were going correctly. I don't know. I just did not, it just did not feel the same as season 1 for some reason. There was an arc in there that was really dope. Most of the season felt weird pacing wise. Animation also, I think, took a hit, which kind of sucks. But yeah, so I'm gonna put it as a B here, but this is low key, and I'm gonna just say this right now. This is low key borderline C. I'm not even gonna lie. And it sucks because I really like season 1 of Kaiju, and if they make a season 3, then great. But I don't know, for some reason season 2 just did not hit as well as season 1. Maybe season 1 was, I guess, the peak, which is kind of unfortunate. If anything, I kind of saw manga readers say that it did fall off a cliff after a certain specific time, but I don't know if it was in season 2. But I don't know, the pacing was weird this season. The animation took a hit. I don't know, just something didn't feel right with the season, which sucks. But I still very much enjoyed the world that is Kaiju number 8, which is probably why I still have this right here at a B. I guess go into this one with expectations, I guess, especially with season 2. Next one up is Dealing with Mikadono Sisters is a Breeze. This anime was so much fun, and if anything, what I would have to say to this one, and it's the review on AniList, it's the first real successor to the quintessential quintuplets. I have to agree with that. Putting this one to a B. Mikadono Sisters, very fun to watch. All these anime are fun to watch, but for some reason, this one specifically really like stood out to me as like, especially in terms of like the new anime, this one really stuck out to me. Yes, while it is a romance harem, for some reason this had a certain charm to it. I don't know what it was. Was it really just like the main male character being how he is and then trying to fancy these three, and then these three basically falling for him? I don't know what it was, but there was a certain charm to this. I really do have to give my props to this one because this is a very cute anime, very comfort anime, and I would watch season 2 of it easily. For some reason, like I was more excited waiting for an episode of this. I don't know. Obviously, I'm more excited with all the anime that I watch, but like for some reason, specifically on Wednesdays, I was like, I can't wait for this Mikadono episode to drop, bro. I can't wait. Very charming anime, very charming, very nice, and I hope you guys give it a shot. It is a harem, it is a romance, but please give it a shot because I really do think this is probably going to go underrated and underwatched. Next one up here is another romance anime, and it was something that I kind of can't believe got a season 2, but here we go. A Couple of Cuckoos season 2. I mean, I don't really have a lot to say about this because it is a Couple of Cuckoos, and if you watch season 1, then you already know how dumb this anime can get. I don't really know if it was an improvement over season 1, but I'm gonna put this in D. There was some development, but it is your typical like harem romance where, unlike Mikadono, you know, where it takes itself serious and there are serious moments in there and the characters actually have development. This one felt just too much hijinks for me. I don't know. Then they introduce another girl and it's like, okay. I don't know. I watched it for entertainment purposes, obviously, because sometimes I just watch it and then you end the episode and it's just, oh boy. There's really not much to say about Couple of Cuckoos. It's an okay romance series if you can take the stupidity. Next one up here. Oh, our dear girl Monica. Secrets of the Silent Witch. This is actually interesting because this anime really surprised me. I didn't really expect this one to, I guess, pop off. Animation wise was great. Monica, she's literally Bochi. Bochi the Witch. She is literally Bochi the Witch. She just wants to be in one place talking about her numbers and whatnot. She doesn't want to do whatever she's being asked, blah, 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 blah. This was really fun to watch. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I'll put this in a B. I feel good about a B here. The characters in this anime were so dope. I love Monica. Like, she's like Bochi, but I also just have this like certain nice feel of characters who like poke fun at her always, but it's always at a playful way. It's not like at a like bullying type of way, although there are probably some people that may think that way. But I really did feel for Monica in certain parts, and there were in some parts in this anime where it really was serious, and I really felt bad for Monica. This anime in itself, charming world, charming story. I really like the characters in here. Some are very funny, some are serious, of course. A wide range of characters. You can't go wrong with them. Secrets of the Silent Witch, the title itself, is Monica is the Silent Witch, you know, and her trying to like evade all the sorts of things. It's so funny, man. It is so funny. All the faces she makes, it's so funny. Go give it a shot. Shout out Isabel Norton. If you watch this anime, you know what I'm talking about, but shout out her because she is actually, I think, one of the best side characters in this anime too, if not the best. I really hope this gets a second season, man. I really hope it does. I will watch it. I feel like the main reason why it is at a B, there's some pacing issues that I kind of had. Like we start an episode here and it doesn't really get explained. That kind of like takes me out of it a little bit. Overall though, it's still a very solid anime. Next one up here is With You and the Rain. This is also going to go to a B. It's interesting because With You and the Rain is basically Haimin ASMR, where you have this adult female character. She takes in a dog. It's a very charming anime. It's very comforting. It's the most comfy anime of the season, if I'm being honest with you, because it's obviously just the adventures of her and this dog. There's always going to be that anime in a specific season where you just have that one anime where it's a very just comfort watch. It's nothing too serious. There's no drama. It's just pure slice of life. Just this woman, her dog, family and friends, and just all the antics that go involved with that. To me personally, that sounds great to watch. Yeah, so I'll give it a B. Honestly, it wasn't really anything that groundbreaking. I still personally think with how vibey it was, OST, and just how comforting it was, it hit right in the spot. Check out With You in the Rain for maximum comfort. All right, next one up here. Detectives these days are crazy. This one is interesting because this anime was absolutely unhinged, and I'm so glad that in AniList here, right? One of the recommendations is Gintama, because I literally thought I was actually watching a diet Gintama. Gintama is obviously going to be untouched. For some reason, the comedy in this anime just absolutely just hits so well, and it's super unhinged. There's a lot of toilet humor, I will say. I'll give this a B because while it was very, very funny, it wasn't anything too crazy. Like, it wasn't like the funniest thing on earth, but it was still very funny. Mashiro is crazy. Meanwhile, the main character, Nagamo, he's like, just let me be, bro. I'm an old guy, you know. Who cares about me? Characters in this anime were absolutely unhinged, so go watch it if you just want to turn your brain off. Please, just do it. In terms of like why it's like recommended to like Gintama, I think it's because like some of the punchlines and some of the way that things just are shown so overly dramatic, and there's so many face references as well from Mashiro. It's just go watch it. If you love Gintama, go ahead and check this out. Next one up here is Ruri Rocks. This anime went viral all over social media because of a certain character or characters. First things first, aside from all of the fan service that is in this anime, honestly, it was probably the best looking anime all season. Like, Studio Bind did so much for this anime. This is gonna go to a B as well. This season, again, guys, like, look how much B's are on here, man. All the B's here, by the way, always going to be a very solid show and recommendation from me. There's fan service in the anime. There's fan service. It's the reason why Nagi was trending all over the place, you know? But in terms of the actual anime itself, it looks absolutely beautiful. Beautiful animation. Studio Bind absolutely cooked. The characters in this anime, very nice. The one thing I think is that you get educated a lot in this anime. I know what it looks like. Cute girls doing cute things again, right? It actually educates you on a lot of the stones, the rocks, of course, the earth itself almost. Oh, this is how rocks formed because of a volcanic eruption or something similar to that. I was like, huh, I did not know that. Whenever I think the anime goes to a commercial break in Japan, it always shows off like a bunch of facts about what was just explained. And I think that is so cool. The anime doesn't exactly have to do that, but because of its nature, it just does it. And I think that just goes the extra mile. And honestly, props to the production committee and Studio Bind for that. So it's going to be a B for Ruri Rocks. I really enjoyed it. I hope it gets a season 2. And I know lots of fan service, but please, I know what it looks like. If you actually want to be educated and want to watch a beautiful anime where all of these girls are just looking and researching for rocks and everything else, please watch it. I think people will be surprised. Next one up here, City the Animation. I literally made an entire video explaining why everybody should watch City the Animation. Unfortunately, it might actually go underwatched only because it's going to be on freaking Prime Video. But anyways, when I said that Ruri Rocks was one of the best looking anime in this season, it still is true. I think City the Animation is probably the perfect example of how an anime should look on a seasonal basis. But because it is the GOAT legendary studio of Kyoto Animation, they just have that high standard, of course. When you watch City the Animation, it feels like I'm watching so many things at once. There's so many details in regards to things. It's obviously going to be like the pacing of Nichijou, where there's like chapters surrounding like a specific situation or anything here. Once again, this is just another anime where it's just absolutely unhinged, and Kyoto Animation put so much love into this anime. It just looks so eye-popping. There was one episode, again, I'm not going to say where or what, but there was one episode where I couldn't believe what I was watching. I really couldn't. And if you watch the episode, you already know. One of the best anime, just looking anime ever, honestly, especially in this decade. This will go down. City the Animation is going to go down as one of the best looking anime ever in the 2020s, and people have to realize that. If you have watched Nichijou, you probably have watched City already. I recommend to give City the Animation a watch. The pacing is going to be a little weird, but that's just how it is when it comes down to this anime, like City or Nichijou. You know, you just got to go into it like that. It is so freaking good, man. It is so freaking good, and it's just eye candy almost every single episode. Kyoto Animation are just the goats. They're just the goats. All the characters are crazy. The story, I mean, episodic, of course. Everything just felt so crazy. And the way it connects, I feel like, is the cherry on top. It's probably the main reason why it is so good all the time, man. Yeah, City Animation. Easy A. Honestly, could go to S. I'm gonna stick to the A for now. All right, next up. Oh, man. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. This, chat, is going to be our first S of the summer 2025 tier list. You might be wondering to yourself, why is this typical potential basic romance an S rank? First things first, the main couple, Haruko and Rintaro, they're just so cute together, man. They're just so adorable. Every single episode that they are in shown together, it's so adorable, man. It is so adorable. You get actual amazing progression from episode 1 to 13. The side characters also get their time in the spotlight, but the best part about this anime, communication. You know how in typical romance anime there will probably be some like misunderstanding, some typical BS that happens that delays the potential progression for like 5 episodes or something. It doesn't happen here. It doesn't happen with Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. It does not happen there. All these characters are very mature, which I think makes this anime so freaking good. The standard of romance anime literally should be Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. I swear. It is so good. If I actually had to put like a top 5 romance ranking right now, it probably cracks top 5. And I've only watched 13 episodes of the anime. It's so good. And you get this, right? I don't read manga. I do not read manga at all. I have not read manga in probably like 2-3 years. I read 3 chapters literally yesterday because it was that good. It's just so good. Just go watch it. It's adorable. It's worth your time. It's a romance that is worth your time. These characters are mature as hell, and the communication aspect of this anime is probably one of the best parts about it. S rank all the way, easily. All right, next up, Grand Blue Dreaming Season 2. Oh my goodness, Grand Blue, man. Just go to A, bro. Just go to A. It's Grand Blue, guys. Grand Blue's back after what? Over half a decade? Finally gets a Season 2, and then we get a Season 3 on top of that? Guys, it's Grand Blue, man. One of the funniest anime ever. It's right up there with Gintama, at least for me. I haven't finished Gintama, but it's right up there. It's so funny, man. Or I did read a portion of the manga back probably like after I first watched it, when I first watched it in like 2020 or something. And so seeing a lot of the things that I read and then seeing it animated, it's just so much fun, man. Of course, the antics of this anime, you already know. The oolong tea, the drinking, the alk. You already know, man. It's still here. You just get an extended cast of characters. It's still here. It's still Grand Blue. If you haven't watched season 1 of Grand Blue, once again, it's one of the funniest anime ever. You just have to go watch it. Let's see here. What's next? Oh my goodness. There's no freaking way I'll be your lover unless we're going to be with this one. Poor Renako. Poor Renako. This Yuri anime is so crazy, I feel like, because Renako really just wants a friend. She just has all these other girls just falling for her. I find it so funny, but there are some times where obviously very serious, you know, very serious. If you watch the anime, you already know what I'm talking about. It does get very serious. The animation was like really good here. And the fact that it was live on YouTube, like it's not even on Crunchyroll, it's on YouTube. So you could go ahead and type up this title of the anime and you could watch the entire series. That's dope. Some of the characters are absolutely crazy. Some of the antics in this anime just crazy. Satsuki is still the best girl, if I'm being honest. Even she is a little tad crazy. But there are just some characters in this anime that are just absolutely unhinged. They will want whatever they want, and they will not back down. They will want Reneko that bad, okay? But yeah, go ahead and watch this crazy, funny Yuri anime. It's getting a sequel movie already, which is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'll go watch that whenever it does come out. Also, Reneko, loving FPS games. Hell yeah. All right, next up here. We're almost done, guys. DANDADAN Season 2. Oh my goodness, you already know, bro. Season 2 of DANDADAN. You already know. It's literally Science Saru continues to cook. There's no doubt about it. The animation continues to be absolutely amazing. OST absolutely amazing. The fights absolutely amazing. Gigi is hilarious, man. Momo is hilarious. I love her VA so much because every single time, I feel like she's just yelling almost every single time we see her. DANDADAN just continues to be DANDADAN. It's amazing, man. It's just absolutely amazing. If you haven't watched DANDADAN already, I don't know what you're doing, man. I really don't know what you're doing. But yeah, season 2 continues to build off season 1. If anything, they're almost on, like, I guess, equal ground as well. There's not too much that was, I guess, improved, other than, like, new characters showing up and whatnot. But it is still DANDADAN. It is still going to be an easy S rank. All right, next up here is Dr. Stone Science Future Part 2. The second core of Dr. Stone is probably the best core of Dr. Stone, in my opinion, a while. This is going straight to A. This is low-key also borderline S. This core of Dr. Stone was so amazing, dude. It was so amazing. The storytelling specifically was amazing. Dr. Stone, it's so obviously, like, you know, out of this world, haha. Senku is still the GOAT. Without spoiling anything, I obviously can't really go into much in terms of, like, specific core of Dr. Stone. The storytelling in this core was just, it was so good, man. There were multiple times where I really like teared up. I'm not even joking. Dr. Stone to me also has like had this thing where at this point you might as well just accept whatever they're making, because sometimes it is kind of like almost outlandish. Yeah, I absolutely understand that. When you just like go away from that and just go with like what is happening in the episode specifically, it was like, thinking about it now, I'm almost like, it was so good, man. Storytelling was just so good, man. The characters themselves just continued. The characters still the characters. There's really no change with that. It's just like what the characters have gone through in this specific core, character development, and how they grew as every episode continued going on. The major story moments that happen. Oh my goodness, man. Easily one of the best cores Dr. Stone has ever put out there. It's just so good. But the storytelling specifically really elevated it this time around. Again, just thinking about it right now, like especially for what certain characters have gone through, I'm really almost like, gotta tear up. Next up here is Witch Watch is next. This was a continued anime from spring 2025, and this might be a hot take because I feel like I've been doing a lot in terms of like where all these anime will be at. But I have a hot take. I think Witch Watch is a C. It sucks because I wasn't really expecting it to be a C, but sometimes things really get old, especially when it's like atypical hijinks that Witch Watch has. I really didn't fully enjoy the fact that one of the main aspects of this anime is to protect Nico, but why does most of it just not focus up on that? Like, I absolutely do not mind watching episodes where the main focus is not the specific story, where they could potentially be just talking about, I don't know, whatever. I don't mind that at all sometimes, but there were some moments in there where, or at least toward the end of the season, where I'm like, are we ever going to continue like what was being done like from before, or are we just, it sucks because I really liked Witch Watch. I really did, and I still do. It's just that like I really hope that in season 2 there's a more focus on the actual like main story here, other than like just random slice of life stuff, you know. I still enjoyed it, but I still definitely do recommend it. It's just expect a lot of stuff not related to the story almost. All right, next one up here is Summer Pockets. Summer Pockets is an interesting one. I'm gonna put this in a C here. This might also be another hot take, but Summer Pockets, to me, there were some times where it really did hit. There were also other times where it didn't really exactly hit for me. The visual novel is obviously gonna be way better, and I'm probably just gonna go ahead and check out the visual novel. I don't know, there were some moments in here where I just did not really care for some characters. Kind of sucks. By the end of the series, though, it was really good. It was really good. I don't know, the way this was paced was also kind of weird, because they're obviously trying to put like different routes into the anime. Whenever a route ended and then the next episode another route started, I kind of was like off-put by that. I was like, Oh, okay. We're starting a new one, I guess. But I mean, I think that's just the realm of what Summer Pockets is. I'm sure the visual novel will be, in my opinion, probably just way better. But there were some moments that hit for me, but there were also some that just didn't, unfortunately, hit for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that to a C. Okay, next one up is Sakamoto Days. And Sakamoto Days this time around was actually kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. I had issues with Cour 1, but I think Cour 2 is definitely better here. I'm gonna give props to Sakamoto Days because I actually did also feel like the animation was way better here this time around. And the arcs specifically here were a little bit more interesting than Cour 1. It's definitely worth the time this time around because I know people did not like Cour 1, at least in terms of like from an art perspective and the pacing potential perspective. Check out Cour 2 though. Check out Cour 2. It's definitely worth your time, way better than Cour 1. The characters introduced here, very cool. You learn more about Sakamoto and his past, which is very dope. Go ahead and check it out. And, like, look at this tier list so far. Like, this is just purely my love for this summer specific season, man. It's just been such a great season. Next one up is going to be our last TV one, and this will be Takopi's Original Sin. Oh boy, this might be anime of the year. This literally might be anime of the year, just being completely honest. Takopi's Original Sin. I made it once again. I made an entire video on this already, just talking about like my thoughts, especially with episode 1. The rest of the series, just heartbreaking, man. Let me actually turn off the music for this one. I just think that because this is like serious. The animation is so unique. That's already a plus for me. The story is just so heartbreaking, man. Some people may think that very dark aspects of this anime may like linger on for too long, but in this anime, like everything just happens for a reason. The way it ended, I just honestly kind of can't believe it. And to me, like thinking about the last episode right now, like I'm just thinking about it, I'm like, wow. After the last episode ended, I was speechless. I was literally speechless. I was like, oh, wow. It ended like that. Oh, wow. This is anime of the year for me, I think. It's gonna be tough to defeat this one, but Takopi's Original Sin deserves its flowers for the storytelling, the animation, the OST, the very, very dark subjects that were in this anime. Because sometimes you're sitting there and stuff happens and you want to do something, you just can't because it's obviously, you know, an anime. But there were many times in this, when I was watching this anime where I was like, come on, man. Why does it not have to be this way, etc., etc.? Just thinking about it now, it's getting me a little depressed, I'm not gonna lie. But Takopi's Original Sin literally deserves the anime of the year nod. Don't want to get into very much specifics because of spoilers. This anime in itself was just, it's a ride that is very tragic, but things happen for a reason. The way I will end it here is I really hope that people really don't take for granted a lot of things in their lives. Oh, just thinking about it, just thinking about the anime right now is just making it so heavy. Like it's just, go watch it. There are a lot of trigger warnings in here, so go into it with caution, but I personally think it deserves anime of the year for me. And okay, let's move on. It's just, again, just very heartbreaking sometimes. We have put 25 anime here on the tier list, and now we only have 2 movies to go, and we will start first with Bâan, which is Gigguk's anime. I watched Bâan, and I thought at first it was really good, but after thinking about a lot of things, I did have this one big issue that I think everybody else had. No offense to Garnt, obviously you're the GOAT, man. You're the absolute GOAT. You made an anime before all of us. That's a dream come true. But I really wish it was longer. 18 minutes is not enough, man. It's not even a full episode of a typical anime episode. I really wish it was longer, just so things could, I guess, stand out more, I guess. You can just get used to the characters introduced, etc. Twist was great, though, but I will put this at a C. I will put this into a C only because I really wish it was longer. There were some aspects of it where at first, like if you watch my reaction, I didn't really understand it at first, but I was like, oh wow. For a first anime from a content creator, amazing. So Garnt, you're still the GOAT, man. But I really wish that if you make a sequel to this, please make it longer. Please make it longer. Because some moments did not, unfortunately, hit at first. But if you continue off from this world, I hope that, you know, it's longer. And the last anime that we will tackle on here is Demon Slayer Infinity Castle part 1 because it is a part 1 of a trilogy, and we are going to put Demon Slayer up here with an A. I literally made another video of this once again. I've said many times that I have many issues with the Demon Slayer franchise. I personally think that Entertainment District arc is the peak of Demon Slayer. This was a great first part of a trilogy. While you do get your obvious Demon Slayer pacing, where you have a flashback in the middle of a fight, you know, and so you put a flashback in there, blah, 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 blah. There was so much in this movie where I was low-key almost turned off from it, especially pacing-wise, because whenever a new flashback came out, I was like, okay, here we go again. But it's Demon Slayer. It's literally what Demon Slayer is known for, pretty much. But obviously, Demon Slayer is also known for the beautiful animation. The animation was beautiful. And honestly, just seeing everybody in this movie and then just having a goal with it, it just made things more cohesive, I guess. To me personally, this was probably the best thing in terms of art that Demon Slayer has put out since Entertainment District art, if I'm just being completely honest. So yeah, it's gonna go to an A because while it is a very long movie, it's still Demon Slayer. Animation's beautiful. The story was very interesting. Some of the characters here, very interesting, especially with what they introduced. From what we know now, from some flashbacks, very, very eye-opening. We can't wait for part 2 in 2 years, so I guess. All right, I think it's 2 years, but whatever. It's gonna be an A for now. Gotta give props to Ufotable and Demon Slayer. It's still Demon Slayer. It's still going to be the most popular anime series out there, pretty much. The movie's very long, though. Say that much. All right, chat. And that is going to be our tier list for summer 2025. Unbelievable, right? This is 27 anime, a full tier list of anime right here. This is the final tier list of summer 2025 from me. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you potentially feel like, hey, you know, Takopi is overrated, blah, blah, blah? I disagree with that. See, this season in particular, I'm gonna remember this season for a long time, man. This season was so stacked. When I see, and when you guys look at this tier list right here, you're gonna notice like all the B's and whatnot. This season was so stacked, man. And I can't wait for another season like this. Unfortunately, fall isn't like that, but yeah, this is just an amazing season of anime, dude. Just an amazing season. You guys agree with me? Do you guys disagree with me? Please let me know down in the comments down below. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Check out all my videos and whatnot. I appreciate you all watching this, and I hope you guys agree with my tier list, I guess. And if you don't, that's perfectly fine. Let's have a conversation in the comments. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.